maybe, just maybe, I decided that I would have wanted to review this series. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna review it very long. Moreover, I don't even think I don't know if I'm gonna keep on reviewing it, but I'm reading most of this, if not all the chapters released so far, and I greatly enjoy this series. Although I'm still very skeptical that it's going to survive much longer. But yeah, it's the Angry Man Anime Fan bringing the first review of the Fire Brigade of Flames, or Fire Force as it's called in the manga version. The story about Shinra, the young man who wanted to become a hero and have the ability to fire through his legs. All in all, I expect you know a lot about this story when you get into this review, because they were sent to convince a guy named Vulcan. Vulcan hates the fire forces for obvious reasons, but he showed them a dream of his to turn a new energy source to revive extinct animals. This shows that this Fire Tokyo is not just a separate world. It's basically a future world of Tokyo, or maybe not a future world. It is a separate, but what I mean is everything real existed in this world. Even the animals are drawn very realistic. Vulcan makes his skills for others, which is why Shinra knows that he is perfect for the 8th. But he also knows that Vulcan still refuses them, saying he hates Hajime because they took everything away from him. The young girl begins then to tell that she lost her family in a flame accident, but it was Vulcan who found her and took her in. Effectively, they became like family. And then it's that little squirt who is basically Vulcan's apprentice. It's revealed that in last week we saw Giovanni, a very shady of the Fire Brigade number 3, and now it turns out he's even shadier than we thought. Is it a very big chance that he is the shadiest, if not the most evil of all the other Fire Brigade forces? Granted, the 1st Brigade's captain still has some skeletons in his closet, or at least that's what Shinra suspects. But it turns out that the Vulcan's grandfather and the father were, Vulcan's grandfather had 2 disciples. That was Vulcan's father and Giovanni, who at that time did not have a mask, but we don't see his face. And Shinra gets a tingling feeling, almost like it seems like his Adora Link leg works almost like a spider sense of some sorts. It allows him to sense danger. It is said that Adora Burst can either destroy the world or save the world. Maybe because Shinra has a strong desire to save people, the Adora Link allows him to sense the disaster incoming. Because apparently Giovanni has decided that if he cannot have Vulcan, then no one else will. He will kill Vulcan in the most corrupt and not to mention the despicable way ever. He summons familiar faces. Giovanni does. But and also the fact. I mean, sorry, I lost the words for a moment there. What I was gonna say is Giovanni summoned his forces, the 3rd Fire Brigade, who decides to don disguises made by the preachers, meaning that this seems to hint that Giovanni is connected to the preacher, but it could also very well be because if they disguise themselves as preachers, then they can put the blame on the preachers at all. It's not exactly known what Giovanni's goal is, but given to the fact that he seems to be a more mad doctor than that sexy lady was, it's very likely that he intends that if the preacher gets this blame, then maybe he thinks he can push people to do more questionable things. But Shinra also thinks that Vulcan is probably aimed to die because of his link to Hajime. It's also worth noting that the guy who decides to dress as one of the preacher White Hoods is actually the same corrupt fire brigade that talked down to Obi all those years ago, when way before when the 8th Brigade was formed, and when The commander and the lieutenant met each other for the first time. As Arthur and the gang warns Vulcan, of course he doesn't listen. But Lissa, the 60 young girl, says that stop running away from this. I'm worried about you, Vulcan. We're family, right? So tell me, what are you hiding from you, which is the short guy, and I? Vulcan just says that Hajime robbed my family of everything. But then the White Hoods, which is actually the fire brigade of third, are near the door. While Shinra has gotten to the higher ground of a place, she actually hasn't seen the forces. How did it get by him? Who knows? All I know is the battle just started. So yeah, Giovanni is a corrupt son of a bitch. It's he is perhaps the most evil of all the fire brigades yet. Vulcan just wants to have an energy source to revive animal kind, which is a very prosperous idea. The fact that he's so brilliant invented and all that stuff is hinting that if he really can join the F Brigade, then there's a very high chance that they can save the rest of the world. After all, we do not know what actually happens in this world. But we'll see what will happen. Moreover, Giovanni was an apprentice of Vulcan's grandfather. Still not exactly know how that went out, but I guess only time will tell. All in all, a solid chapter with some moments of suspense. And we saw that corrupt Brigade from Obi's past. Now I just wish that Commander Obi would be here so we could kick his ass. Although I'm not exactly sure just how kick-ass Obi is. I have seen that if he's wildly enough protected against the flames, he can put on a fight, even though it's a little bit reckless. So give me your faults if you have any.